Now I am going back to the instances. Let's reload this page. I am terminating one instance. Only two were running, I'm terminating one. Even if I access website, I'll get a website content or I might get 402 error, 403 error. I'll get the content. Why? Load balancer is routing the traffic to server 2. If server 1 is terminated, server 2. But auto scaling, what auto scaling will do now? What did we mention to auto scaling? Yes, we clearly told auto scaling desired to. So always we'll try to keep two instances here. We need to wait. You see, another instance is coming up. It is provision to t2.micro. That's what we mentioned in auto scaling group while you're creating. So the way you customize, things can be customized here. So what we did, horizontal scaling we did now. The process we call it as horizontal scaling. You are adding instances, horizontal. Vertical scaling means to the available instances, increasing of CPU and RAM. That's called vertical scaling. Horizontal means adding one more, adding one more, adding one more. This called vertically you're growing it. In your scaling policy itself, you can also configure vertical scaling. Vertical means to the available instances, only two instances will be there. What are you trying to scale up? CPU and RAM, CPU and RAM, you're trying to scale up. Scale up, scale down. So in the interview, they'll ask, what is vertical scaling? Increasing CPU and RAM to the available instances. What is horizontal scaling? Adding one more instances to the available instances. When there is a traffic is more, who will do auto scaling? How auto scaling know about desired state, launch configuration? How launch configuration know about it? We created a golden image. That golden image is the input to the launch configuration. And who will monitor health of this available two instances? Health check. Where it is under target group. Target group is reporting where? In listener. Listener is reporting where? Under load balancer. Port 80 listener. Port based routing. What all you understood now today? There is a route 53. There is a A record. A record is pointed to the load balancer. Inside the A record, inside the load balancer, you have listener. Inside the listener, target group. Inside the target group, health check as well as targets. And to launch these instances, we do auto scaling. There are two ways, horizontal scaling and vertical. Horizontal means adding one more instance based on the available CPU or RAM, what is the scaling policy. And vertical means increasing the CPU and RAM of available instances. And that we achieve with the help of launch configuration template. If you want to do a new deployment, you need to come all the way to the launch configuration, change the image. If you change the image, version will be changed. That will be input to the auto scaling. Then auto scaling will launch new instances. What is health check will be doing? Every 10 seconds, ping, it will do the ping to server 1 and server. Now, if you want to delete this two instances, what we have launched, this, if I delete, what happens? It will launch one more set of two instances, right? By whom? Auto scaling. To whom you should delete now? You should delete auto scaling first. If you delete auto scaling, the target instances will be deleted automatically. If you don't delete auto scaling and delete instances, if you delete, it will launch. It will delete, it will launch. Auto scaling is free service. Launch configuration is free service. And what is chargeable here is the target instances.